Chess is fun if you make it fun. It's such a fun game that, one, tests your abilities, and two, I don't know, let out your anger. Take those pieces. You lose, but it's still fun to just, it's like a puzzle. It's a puzzle game. It challenges you. Puzzles are fun. You're meant to struggle a bit. And the moment you get over that struggling, it just clicks. It's an amazing game. I dabbled a bit with my younger brother when we were around 7 or 8. I didn't really know how to play chess. I kind of just knew how the pieces moved, and me and my brother would just mess around. I didn't really learn how to play chess until I came onto campus, and the previous president was promoting her club with her other club members outside. She looked at me and was like, "Do you play chess?" "No." "You want to learn how?" And I lost my first chess match. And through my multiple losses, she convinced me to join the club here. It was a little intimidating at first, especially since there wasn't very many girls in the club. It was mostly guys, and the guys who did play were very, very good at chess. But they were also very welcoming. They kind of joked around about it a lot. It made it less tense, less stressful, and I felt comfortable just trying to play these games, make mistakes, and eventually get better. I still don't know the strategies or the openings or anything, but I can play decently enough to where they're like, "We don't have a trash president." But it is genuinely just a chill club. You go in, you play chess, sometimes you don't play chess, sometimes you just sit and yap.
Being a member is kind of like you're going into a cafe that's very, very chill, and it's a good breeze. That's what it feels like. When you go into the chess club, it's very chill, very quiet, but it's very easy place to make friends, which is pretty awesome. It's not like a hostile environment where even if you're a beginner, you'll be scared from it. They welcome you with open arms. They host tournaments. You come in, you play. Even if you get last place, there's a prize for last place, so don't worry. Even when you're down, there's nothing but going up. There's a lot of different people you can play, experiment, see how they play, how you play, get a bunch of tips, tricks. And they're all nice people, it's kind people. That's kind of hard these days to find, so.
Starting from the least important to the most important, there are the pawns that are laid out in front of the board. They essentially don't do much. On the first move, you can either move it once or you can move it twice, but after you move it 2 spaces the first time, they can really only go forward.
Next piece, we got the knight. Now the knight is pretty awesome for the fact that it can jump over other pieces. It's the only piece that can do that, and it kind of moves in an L shape. It was the one piece that took me the hardest to figure out how it moved. But once I figured it out, it was actually I got a little bit better and I kind of understood. It stands in the way, and it's kind of like a scarier version of a pawn.
Then bishops. Same level as the horse or the knight, but they move diagonally. Any space, as many as you want, diagonally, left, right, back, forward.
Now the rooks, they move only forwards and sideways, but they can move the entire board forwards and sideways. And they're very, very deadly together. That's what I like about them. When you have them in unison and protecting each other, they become very deadly. And what I don't like about them is that exact same reason.
And then there's the queen, the second most important piece, the most powerful piece in the game. She can move forward, back, and diagonal in any way. It's like the rook and the bishop mixed together. She's a very, very powerful piece, and the piece you want to protect the most besides the king.
And then you got the reason all these pieces are even here in the first place. The king, the madman himself sitting in the back rank. He's always chilling. The king just watches as soldiers die, and it barely moves. How the king moves is by one square, and a literal square just moves one time. It's just watching his people die, and it's not even caring. Like, king, what are you doing? The king Everybody, like the queen, bishop, knight, pawn, well maybe not the pawn, but the queen, bishop, knight, rook, they're all doing their best to protect the king and the king is barely moving. What are you doing, king?
How I play is I kind of look at the pieces. I look at what I can do around me, and I just play from there. I don't really have set openings that I work with. It's more of I move the first piece, and then whatever comes at me, I'll adjust what I have planned. And it's worked for me fairly well. I don't win every chess match, obviously, but the way I play, and I know some people play like this as well, it's very adapting, especially if you do know openings and your opponent whips up with a new opening you don't know, you're still able to adapt and adjust to it. And it also helps that if I don't know what opening I'm playing, they also don't know what opening I'm playing.
Oh my God, this is funny. Oh Lord. Set the Lord.
I feel like with chess, it's a way to connect, especially meet a lot of people. That's what I enjoy about chess a lot. Usually getting to meet the new types of people and connecting with family, because it's one of the few games that older generations also understand, know how to play. It's very famous. It's a fun way to pass time, meet people, and understand people's tactics. For people who are scared, especially of joining chess, and I'm bad or whatever, you're gonna learn. That's part of the process. So if you want to get good at something, understand it, you're gonna learn it, and learning comes with failure. Failure is there. Failure is there to help you learn. It's not there to push you down, keep you down. And if you want to play chess, you should come play it. You shouldn't be scared of it due to being nervous that you're gonna be bad. I was bad. I still am bad. So you're learning as you do it. It's a little bit of an escape. At least it's an escape for me. That's how I see it. I come in here, I don't have to worry about, I gotta do this assignment, this paper, living in the present. I'm not living in the future, I'm not living in the past. I'm just living on what's going on in front of the board right now and looking at that beautiful person's face in front of me.